And we're live. Welcome to RoofSnap's New Features Live Webinar. I'm Jason, and today
I'm Chelsea.
I have Chelsea with me. So thanks so much for joining me today. Katrina's out sick, and Chelsea stepped up to co-anchor our RoofSnap New Features Live Webinar. And we have Abby on our producing today, so she's going to be managing the chat. If you have any questions. Welcome to RoofSnap's New Features Live Whoa, Webinar. I can hear myself as an echo. Oh, the technical glitches today. See, if Katrina had showed up, we wouldn't have any of these issues. No, I'm just kidding. Katrina, I hope you feel better. But Abby, so Abby's going to be producing the show today and running the chat. So if you have any questions throughout this pretty short demo today, we will respond. She's going to send out a little welcome message here so that you can receive that and ask us any questions as we move forward. We will attempt to answer any questions that you have for us at the end of the webinar today. My apologies, we got started a little bit late due to a few glitches. It's about 8 minutes after 5, so thank you so much for hanging out and waiting for us to get our stuff together. All right, so we have a bunch of cool things to show you. Chelsea, I know we're going to talk about one of our big changes on the iOS platform. And for the majority of those of you who have joined us today, you probably still use your iPad or your iPhone out in the field or in the office every day to start new projects and create sketches and all that good stuff. So we have new functionality, in a sense, on the iPad. And why don't we just hop right in and show you what we've done. And we're still down here in the corner. Hello. All right, so it's not something that's really noticeable, but if you've updated the app in the last couple weeks, you may have noticed that whenever you do a sync, and specifically, I'm going to do a resync all data. This wipes out all the projects, all the estimating items, everything, and syncs them back in fresh. So, and it's done.
That was fast.
Super fast.
That pulled in a lot of information there on your account, but really it didn't.
Yeah, well, so I'm set up as the current user right now as Chelsea. And Chelsea is not new by any means, but you've started demoing just this last month, and she's fantastic. So if you are checking out RoofSnap, watching this live webinar today, and you're interested in learning more about RoofSnap, give us a call, 877-766-3762, and we'll put that number in the comments. But if you get Chelsea in the rotation, she'll do a fantastic job teaching you all of the different functionality within RoofSnap, basically all the stuff that Katrina and I have been recording on YouTube for like the last year and a half. So with her 51 projects, that sync was really quick. Imagine when you're onboarding a new user and you've just given them their login information and they're signing in on their iPad for the first time. Well, with 0 projects, it's going to take no time at all to sync in all of the estimating items, all the chargeable items that you have when you use RoofSnap for estimating. Now, if I switch, as an admin, you can switch between your different users. So I'm going to switch to Jason, and I've got about 700 projects. So it's going to take a little bit longer, but that was it. I got 616 projects loaded in about 10 seconds or a little less.
Yeah, that's still pretty fast.
The new syncing as you switch between different users. Now I've got one user down here called Sketchos Technician number 18, and that has over 10,000 projects in it. I'm not going to tap on that right now, but it still only takes about 40 seconds to sync in. But since this is a video and we're all excited about the new features that are coming out here soon, let's save those 40 seconds and move right back on to the next thing. So Chelsea, go ahead and transition us over to full screen. And I'm going to get my notes here. All right, so we have, as you well know, if you've watched any of our videos lately, have launched the new web app. And most of the coming soon new features that we're going to talk about are features for the new web app. But specifically for anybody who's watching today who is kind of new to learn about RoofSnap, I want to be very clear. RoofSnap has 2 separate divisions. We make software that allows you to draw the roof yourself. DIY, you create the project, you use it on your device, your computer, your Android tablet, what have you. and you draw the lines of the roof over top of an image. But not everyone is terribly excited about drawing the roof themselves. And we recognize that. So we also have the other side of RoofSnap, which we call Sketchos. And that's our sketch ordering service. It's turnkey measurements that we create by our technicians in-house, draw the roof, label all the lines, use the same tools that we offer as a software to create the project for you. And we have a pricing structure for that. So if you're interested in having us do measurements for about the third of the cost of what you may be paying right now for another third-party service, we can save you a ton of money. We have enormous coverage. All of the imagery that we use comes from our imagery partner Nearmap. Mm-hmm. And so we want to talk a little bit about that today. So Chelsea, go ahead and transition us over onto the website here. Oh, I suppose you're going to need the trackpad to do that.
And then I have to find the mouse. All right, there we go.
Thank you.
There, yeah.
Awesome. So this is, of course, the new web app. And I'm logged into my demo account, Jason here in the upper right-hand corner. And what we've got here on the left side is a new place to access some of the settings tools that you're already perhaps familiar with. Most of this stuff still lives on RoofSnap's website at roofsnap.com, but we're moving it all slowly but surely over here into the new web app. When I click on the other side, you can see that I have profile management, password management, profile management for my organization, and that exists because I am an admin. Subscription. This little icon lets me know it's going to open up in a new window. So let's jump over. I specifically want to talk briefly, and I apologize for those of you who have already tried Sketchos and you're already ordering from us. Just bear with me for about 3 minutes while I show some of our new potential subscribers what the ordering Sketchos process looks like. All right, I'm going to click on that. And Chelsea, interrupt me anytime because I know I'm a talker.
That's okay. I will.
When I click on that, it opens up in a new web page here. And what we're seeing right now is my dashboard. So these are all of sort of the test projects that I have ordered throughout the ages. And they're all pending because, well, we don't complete the test projects. But we will complete yours. And you can click on the little 3 dots and get more information about the project, how the notes are, if it was manually ordered or if it was sent in, and the status of the project, and the project type. So let's go ahead and place a new order. Now we do offer 2 different pricing situations. So if you just need squares, if you're in the business of estimating roofing based on total squares and you don't need hips, rakes, ridges, valleys, step wall, all the rest.
Overhangs, things like that.
Yep,
right?
Absolutely. We just outline the roof and put in the predominant pitch, and that will give you squares. Similar to, well, you may be familiar with a competitive product that just gives you squares, and it's kind of like that, except we only charge $9. So, yeah. I hope that you will find some potential savings here. Now, the full snap is what you would expect. It's the full report, all of the lines labeled, all of the different sections of the roof labeled with their appropriate pitch value, and the pricing is based on the final square count. So 0 to 20, well, that's still only $9. 20 to 30 is $15. 30 to 50 is $19, and 50 to 80 is $35. Anything over 80 or anything commercial, we have custom pricing for that. So just give us a call if you have an interest in ordering something that is commercial or multifamily or over 80 squares in general. Then come down here and give the project a name. And I'll just give it test project. And then this is a little Google search engine here where we can pull up address. So let's pull up the office here. And you just keep typing until you see, boy, there's a lot of Easton Ways. There we go. So here's our office address, 4249 Easton Way, and then I click on that. And look, Google has dropped a pin right on the roof. Well, here's the good news. If that pin, let's zoom out a little bit. If that pin were over here in the street or something, and you're like, nope, that's not the right house, you can click on Geocodio location service, and it will use Geocodio to put the pin right back on the roof. If for any reason this is a very difficult address, maybe in a rural location, you can grab that pin and move that pin and set it right on the roof. So here on my computer, I'm just clicking and dragging. When you're on a mobile device, I think you have to press and hold on the pin and then move it around that way.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I've had some success on mobile devices using the plus and minus buttons on the right-hand side. Sometimes
to zoom the map in and out as needed in order to get that pin and move it around.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. What's that do? Oh.
Puts it full screen.
Wow, there you go. So there's an option as well. Just make the whole thing full screen to move the pin. I've never done that before.
I haven't either. Learn something new every day.
Awesome. Okay, so then verify the address. If for any reason the address wasn't correct, as long as the pin is on the right building, that's the building we're going to draw. You could have an address 20 miles away in here. Wherever the pin is, that's what we're going to draw. If it's in the street and we can't verify the address, but let me tell you, we have a bunch of other programs that we use to help us verify difficult addresses. So if you don't know where the house is, and Google dropped a pin in the road and you don't know which house to put it on, just don't move the pin at all. Send it in anyway. We will make every effort to verify the location of that address. If we can't, then we'll send a notification back to you that lets you know that we can't verify the address ourselves and we'll need you to dig in, maybe call the customer and verify the location.
You can always give us a call too. We can help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really good at geolocating these days. Step 4, so you can assign the project. So I'm going to go ahead and assign it to Abby. And then you can select the snap type, which we've talked about, the half snap versus the full snap, and notes. So notes are really important to the extent that sometimes you want us to include the detached garage, but sometimes you don't. And it depends on, if it's going to be a part of your project. So you can say include garage. You can give us any tips or information that you feel is relevant to accurately sketching that roof. And then you click on the order button. Now I have, this is great because I didn't want to forget to touch on this. If you've ever ordered this address before, well, we don't want you having to pay for the same address twice just because it got lost in the shuffle. It fell through the cracks and you didn't know. Maybe one salesman got the lead transferred over to them and they thought it needed to be ordered. Well, this would immediately let you know company-wide, organization-wide, if you've already ordered that address. And if you have, you can still click OK and send in that address again. So you can see I've got that project in here and it's pending. Typical turnaround time is about 2 hours. That typical turnaround time is Monday through Friday. Let's get this right. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Anything that comes in after 7 p.m. will be completed by 11 a.m. the next day. And that occurs on Saturdays and Sundays as well. Anything in after 7 will be in by 11 a.m. the next morning. All right. Receiving a project.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we hop back into iOS real quick just to show them how to do that.
Okay.
All right. I put that down there for you somewhere. There you go. All right, so we are going to quickly hop back over into iOS. When you have gotten a notification email from RoofSnap, from our Sketchos, that your project is complete, it will have been uploaded into your account. And all you have to do on your iPad is just come in here and there. See my little finger on the screen? Just tap on this little quick sync button in the upper left-hand corner. That's going to quick sync and your new lead folder will increase by 1. Now I don't have one waiting for me, so my 616 projects stayed the same. But then you'll go in and that very top project will be, and actually, you know what? I'll just open it up and show it to you real quick. So that'll be the project that we had just sketched for you. The facets will be labeled with pitch. If you need to add any edge labels or if you need to adjust the pitch if for any reason you've noticed that the pitch is a little different when you do your on-site inspection, you can modify the projects that we create and send to you as needed directly within the app. All right, so we have spent a good bit of time here on Sketchos. For those of you who are already using it, thanks for hanging out. We're going to jump right in to some of the coming soon features. Chelsea, why don't you go ahead and transition us back over into the web app. while she does that, one of the new features that should be released in the next week or so, I just finished testing it, is the ability to reset your password right from within the iOS app. So if you have ever had any trouble with your password, I've forgotten passwords from time to time, and instead of having to navigate to the website or call or what have you, directly from the login screen in RoofSnap, there is a password reset link. Now, I can't show that to you yet because it's not quite ready for us to put out there into the world.
Did you want the web app or?
Yeah, the web app.
Okay.
Yep, we're good.
All right, cool.
And so, so making it easier to reset your password directly from your iPad. That's coming soon. Something else that we can talk about a little bit, which we can't quite show, but I will pull up maps just to kind of use a visual here. Well, that's not Google Maps.
That happened to me the other day too.
There we go, Google Maps. So you may have noticed that Google Maps in some locations, as I zoom in on our office, why are there no cars in the parking lot? Is it like, when was this taken?
On a holiday.
Where is everybody? So here's our office building, and this really cool 3D imagery that Google has put out is currently still not available through their API for us to get that top-down view. We're hoping that gets released soon, but we are developing a new pitch tool. So for those of you who have gotten pitch using RoofSnap on your iPad, you know that 3D view that Apple provides is a tool where we can get pitch. Well, this new 3D view from Google also affords us the ability to calculate pitch based on the geometry and the imagery. So we have a new tool that will be released within the web app shortly, where you'll be able to get pitch quickly and easily on any roof slope facing any direction. I can't wait to show you guys. By the next time that we have a monthly live webinar, chances are we will be demoing in full this new pitch tool. And we'll show you how to calculate the 312 on the back of this roof, along with the 612s facing the street, and the 712s that face to the, I guess that would be to the east. Okay. We're just going to keep on going. Oh my goodness. I'm going to save that one for last.
Okay.
And that's second to last. All right. So many of you, again, who are used to using RoofSnap on iOS, but you love the web app because it's going to afford you the ability to use RoofSnap on your enormous desktop screen. Where's the web app? Got it. So let's go into a sketch. So look, I even drew the swimming pool.
Wow, look at you.
Because, why not? And so what we've got here is I'm currently looking at this sketch at maximum resolution from a near map image on a 32-inch iMac screen. And it makes it so nice and so easy. I've got my trackpad here, and I can draw carefully but still quickly and accurately on a large screen. That being said, near map is, it's one of those add-on costs. It's $5 a pop. It adds up. And some of you have your own near map subscriptions. Oh, and that's new. It all kind of circles in together onto Nearmap. So if you have your own Nearmap account, you can create a token within your Nearmap account screen. And you can send us that token, and we can give you Nearmap access automatically within the web app using your Nearmap credentials. Now, that's the short-term solution because many of you don't have Nearmap, and it is costly, and it's not always a good fit to buy a full Nearmap license. And so the good news is we are going to be including Nearmap in our new subscription types, which should be coming out in the next month.
Very exciting.
Huge.
Very exciting.
We're going to make Nearmap the default imagery. You will be able to use Nearmap whenever Nearmap is available. For every project that you create. The subscription types will include Nearmap for all of the projects at the different subscription type levels.
Yeah.
That's really, really exciting for us here.
Yes. We've been working on it for quite a while.
Absolutely. Many of you are exporting your measurements, which is great. Anytime you can automate the process where you don't have to do a lot of extra data entry. So I'm going to jump out here, and I'm going to go into measurements. And I'm not 100% sure where this button is going to live, but the ability to export your roofing measurements as a CSV, such that you can upload it into another platform, your estimating platform perhaps, or directly into Excel, or something else. So the export for CVS file button is going to be released here shortly as well. And I'm only mentioning the things that are right on the cusp of completion. Certainly, we're always working on a bunch of new features and a bunch of new projects, but these are the ones that I have double-checked that are right about at the finishing line.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who are already RoofSnap customers, do you remember when? Let me tell you, back in the day, you could buy a gallon of gas for 15 cents.
Yeah, I don't remember those days.
No, I'm not that old. When I first started driving, a gallon was 89 cents.
Wow.
Doesn't that seem insane?
I remember when it was $4.
I remember that too. Yeah, so I'm showing my age a little bit. But for those of you who signed up for RoofSnap already, you've gone through the sign-up process. And I apologize. We made you put in a lot of information on the front end. You gave us your phone number, and we tried to call, and some answered and some didn't, and that's okay. And you gave us your company name, and you gave us all your details, and you trusted us right up front with all that information. You even put in your credit card to start a 14-day trial. And we recognize that takes a measure of trust. You have to know a little bit about the company before you take all of those steps. Mm-hmm. And so we've decided and made changes that will be implemented in the next week, where the sign-up process is going to get a lot easier. So if you are interested in trying out RoofSnap and you're watching this video right now, go ahead and sign up and give us all the information. No, if you're still on the fence and you're just not sure if you want to put in all of your private information on the front end, just give us a couple days. We'll have the new sign-up process tested up and running. We're thinking Monday, but don't hold me to it. Where all you're going to have to give us in order to register is your name, and it doesn't even have to be your full name, and it doesn't even have to be your real name, and your email address.
We would appreciate to have your real name.
We would appreciate your real name. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you instant access to RoofSnap. You're going to be able to jump in and create a project right away. Draw your house, draw a lead, draw something that you find to be relevant to give us, a fair shake. There's also going to be there's going to be one email that's going to come out right away that's going to give you your temporary password. And then when you're ready, you're going to be able to go in and update your profile. So when you're ready for us to reach out to you and offer you a free demo, free training, you will go ahead and complete your profile. And once you share that information with us, then we will give you a call and we will see how it's going. Chelsea can set you up for some training and so forth. When you complete your profile, you get 3 things. You get 1 free Sketchos. And that's why I wanted to show Sketchos today. So you'll get 1 free Sketchos on us, no charge, to give that a try. Nearmap will be activated for your account. So during that first 24-hour period, you won't be able to try out Nearmap. And that's because as of today, there's still a hard cost for that. And then the third thing is so the third thing that you'll get is 14 days of free usage for RoofSnap. So that first day, that first 24 hours of access, give it a fair shake, assess the software, and know if it'll be enough time for you to know if there's some value there, if you want to show it to your colleagues, if you want to show it to your boss or your wife. Then from there, you'll need more time, so complete your profile, and we'll give you 2 weeks of free access to RoofSnap.
And training.
And lots of free training.
Lots of free training. Anything you wanna learn, we'll help you out on.
Training is always free. We don't come to your house. We don't come to your office. Software as a service. We do all of our training through video calls. So we'll schedule a meeting. We'll join on a video call where we can share our screen with you, just as we have here through YouTube. And we'll go through and answer your questions. These are not group calls. These are one-on-one calls to the extent that you can have your whole sales team join, and we can teach everybody all at once. We've had many training sessions where there'll be 15 salesmen in a room, and we'll train everybody all at once.
Yeah.
So that new sign-up process, if you're willing, if you trust us enough with your name and your email address, you can have a 24-hour access look at RoofSnap, followed up by completing your profile and extending that to 14 days. And that's a big deal. We're excited and a little nervous and really hopeful that it's more palatable for you, for the person who's kind of checking us out and seeing if there's a good fit here.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked about SketchOS, we've talked about iOS syncing, and we've gone over the pitch tool and the new sign-up process. And exporting measurements, there's like 20 more things that are 50%, 60% the way there. But I think that's pretty much it. Hey Abby, if you're watching and we have any questions, in fact, let me just see if I can pull this up. So I'm going to transition us over to full screen here. Are we full screen?
Yep.
All right.
Sure are.
And let's see if we have some chats come through. All right. Oh, Abby said, when placing a sketch order, be sure the red pin is on the roof. Absolutely. That's really good advice. All right. Last call for questions. And if not, just leave a comment. If you're watching this video later on after the live recording, if you have any questions, just leave a comment below and we will respond to that. Absolutely. Right within the comment section. So thank you so much, Chelsea, for joining the call today.
Yeah, thanks
being
for
on.
having me.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you all for joining, and we look forward to seeing you on the next live webinar. Join us next month. It's always the first Wednesday of every month. Thanks so much, guys.
See ya.
See ya.